Whoa!
What happened?
I clicked something accidentally again.
It's okay.
I did it
We'll start
again.
it.
Oh
You
man,
did it again.
I didn't think it would, because you started that off, so I didn't think that would change it. That's
Right.
weird.
What's up, everybody?
What is up? Hey, right
Welcome
out the
back to
gate.
another Foodie show.
Yes, sir. With your host, Back Porch and Johnsy, aka Damon and Johnsy.
So, did you have a good weekend, Johnson?
Oh yeah, dude. I've been having a blast. Butchering
Yeah,
pigs all week.
I've been seeing the social.
Yeah, and like I forget, like I should have been posting a little bit more, but I'm kind of trying to drag it out, obviously too. Not too
Yeah,
much
yeah.
because not everybody wants to spend a month seeing all the butchering, but
Right.
also really busy, so I haven't really had that much time to stop and do all this. So, oh yeah,
It takes time.
mm-hmm.
Takes
What's up,
time for sure.
Robert?
Robert.
Oh, how about your weekend,
So,
man? How's your weekend going?
easy going this way. Done a little bit of
Nice.
cleaning and just a little bit of cooking today. I smoked some pork belly today. So,
Ooh.
it come
So
out decent.
yeah, I just got a whole pig's worth of pork belly. But what was cool is
Nice.
I asked a couple people because I knew. See, I'll make bacon out of the cheek right here, like
Okay.
down to the top of the jowl, and it's
Mm-hmm.
really good. Really, what's up, Brad?
What's
It's
up, bro?
really good. I think it's a very underrated, underused cut for bacon.
I did not know
But
that.
my goal is I got a few extra, like I don't know, like 4 or 5 extra cheeks. So I'm gonna try and make
Nice.
this Italian cured meat called guanciale out of it. And if you want to know what that is, you can go back and watch the Italian episode on Thursday nights with the Rev. We talk about all kinds of Italian cured meats. So,
There you go.
but
So
excited for tonight, man.
excited, very excited.
Yeah, so, he started something that most people may not know.
He hurt a lot of people for a little while in the grocery stores,
Oh yeah. You were telling me
but
about
he
that,
actually helped the grocery store too.
right?
He
Yeah.
actually
Hey.
helped the grocery.
So we actually have a video to kind of introduce the guy who started it all.
Started up.
So there's no sound because YouTube hates that. So we got to go quiet. But this is the original cream cheese smoking video right here.
Note cream.
Mm-hmm.
This is what started. This is what started the whole craze of the internet.
Yeah. Without further ado,
Without it,
Big K.
Big
What the hell's
K.
going on?
What is
What's
going
up,
on,
man?
brother?
You
How
guys
you
doing all
tonight?
right?
Yes, sir.
Oh
How are
yeah.
you?
Oh, pretty good.
What you been up to
Good.
this weekend?
Oh, I did a little cooking this morning. I did them cinnamon rolls this morning.
Oh, that
You
was this
killed me with
morning.
them
Okay.
cinnamon rolls.
So,
Oh,
Dude,
them
you've been
cinnamon
doing
rolls are so killer.
yeah, you've been doing some crazy stuff with cinnamon rolls though. Seriously.
you can do all kinds of stuff with them, like cinnamon rolls. Anything store-bought biscuits, crescent rolls. Man, they got so many uses.
So speaking of, I didn't think we'd get into this crazy, but this blew my mind right here.
Tell us about it, Kev.
Oh, the biscuit well, I just called them biscuit tacos, and then a guy,
Those aren't
biscuit Tias is what he named them.
Oh, those ones. I thought those were cinnamon roll ones too.
No, them were just the good old Walmart, like a Grand biscuit, but then we're in Walmart brand biscuits.
Oh yeah. I use them for biscuits and gravy all the time.
So
But this setup, man, how you build these tacos out of it is just genius. Where's that? Look at this. Look at this, folks. Oh my
Actually,
god.
I owe that idea to my better half. She's the one that come up with that idea.
Hey, we're nothing without them. So,
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
honest truth right there.
hey, well, she's a genius for that one. Seriously.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
That's something I noticed about you, that you do a lot of different stuff like that. Not, I mean, you're called Big K's Q's, but you go all over the map.
Yeah, especially on TikTok and stuff. You about have to. I mean,
Mm.
people are tired of seeing the same old. I mean, I'd rather. I mean, barbecues, really where it's at. But as far as getting people's attention, it's
Yeah.
doing something different.
You got to catch that attention quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once you have it, I've learned that, like, because I've had it for a second, a little bit, and then I did something different, and then it went like a whisper out the door.
Like a fart in a fan.
Yeah, exactly. Just, man.
So,
But then, like, a post just sprinkling seasoning and it goes out the window again. I'm like, whatever,
yep.
people.
So, Big K, what inspires a lot of your cooks, though?
Great question.
A lot of it just
Because, like Johnny said, you're all over mind.
Oh boy,
y'all there.
you cut out a little bit.
Yeah.
Damon.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, we didn't hear what you said. You said you're kind of all over the map. So, like, what inspires you?
No, that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was getting to. What inspires you?
A lot of it's just what can I do different, or take something I see I like and change it to make it my own, and then like a lot of like here next month or so, well, less than a month, I gotta start thinking about doing some Super Bowl recipes and try to do different stuff. I kind of got an idea for Valentine's Day I need to do.
Ooh, all right. We'll be looking
got
forward
like
to that.
I tried it last year and it didn't turn out, so I never posted it. But I want to do
Okay.
like a heart-shaped steak. I think I got it figured out this year.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Nice. I've seen where they do it with the big T-bone. I mean, the big tomahawks. They just stick them backwards, facing each other.
I think that's kind of what I tried last year. Well, no, I actually tried. I took a New York strip and tried butterflying it in half.
Oh, okay.
But this year, I think I'm just going to take 2 strips, butt them up to each other, make it look like a heart, and then I'm going to take a skewer and run it through to hold them together.
Oh, genius.
To make it look like Cupid's arrow.
Yeah.
And the tail of the arrow is going to be shrimp. And then I'm going to make it a crab cake that looks like the arrowhead to put on the end of the arrow.
Oh, man, that's brilliant.
Well, we'll see. If you never see it, that means it didn't turn out.
Yeah. Hey, we all got him. We all got him. Like, this is going to be great. What is this? That didn't go how I planned.
Yeah.
It happens.
If you don't fail, you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, so what's like your favorite thing to cook? Like, if you could just, like, one night, it's like a couple times a week or at least a few times a month.
Steak.
Oh, okay.
Steak.
Right on.
I don't know. Just in general, growing up, beef was like always my go-to.
Okay.
But I never get tired of steak.
Yeah, I really don't either. Same. Steak or tri-tip?
Yeah. And even brisket, but I mean brisket. You can't cook brisket 2 or 3 times a week.
No. I don't. I mean, it'd be cool if I could, I guess, but that's a full-time job right there. All right, great question. Real quick, Robert wants to know, where do we get one of those cool hats, Big K? Love it.
Well,
Uh-oh.
it's in the works. It's in the works.
Nice.
I got a guy. He used to do it full time, and he got him a real job, so he does it for me part time. He does awesome work, but he's just so slow. I wish I could get him,
Yeah, and I get
to
it.
be my
Yeah.
full time guy, but I'm gonna have to find somebody else.
Okay. That's a pretty clean hat, bro.
But yeah,
I'm a hat guy.
once I get them figured out, I'll post everywhere. Where
Nope. He must be having internet issues or something. But so I gotta ask about this one too, real quick, while it's just me and you, I guess. Uh the so going back to the cinnamon roll thing and Juicy Lucy's, and someone asked you to do a healthy version. And I mean, look at this, guys. So it like you were how healthy is that? Did you use any was it really a healthy version,
no,
healthier version?
I mean
Yeah.
it was me just trolling them pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured.
People they get on there all the time, just oh, I'd like to see a healthy version, or
Dude.
that's Heart Attack City or whatever, and it's just
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
think you eat like that every day. They don't,
yeah. Like, dude, I smoke a pork butt and eat the whole thing every night. Yep, that's what goes down here. It's beef ribs and cinnamon roll Juicy Lucy's forever. Look at that. Look at these guys. Oh man.
Killer.
I have to try that though. I just have to try it.
It's pretty good. The single patty's plenty food. That double was like
just next time you're gonna have a video of you trying that big double patty there.
yeah. That was more like a fork and a knife kind of sandwich right there.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I bet. So what's where do you get the ideas for like that going? How'd you get the idea to use cinnamon rolls for buns? Like,
well, I'd seen people do that.
okay.
I know there's a guy on TikTok called Grill This, Smoke That.
Okay.
I know he had did them, but he just used regular like sausage, like store bought sausage patties.
Mm.
And that's where I was like, well, I can use them as a bun, and then I, make Juicy Lucy and kind of put my spin on it.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. I guess I just don't troll around and see the trends fast enough or something. Well, I saw that and I go, it has to be good, dude. It has to be delicious.
It is. And everybody, even on the biscuits, everybody says, oh, that can't be cooked in the center. That can't be cooked. And they don't realize when you get it that thin, it cooks pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
It don't take long at all.
People, yeah. That's just people thinking they know more than everybody else and keyboard warrior in it.
There's a lot of them out there.
Oh yeah. Hey, Tony's been getting some good ones lately on those cheap meals.
Oh yeah.
Dude, unbelievable. It's just like our favorite one is, and it's our slogan now, Dude Network, land of the free, home of the poors. Because someone typed, oh, the poors are at it again.
The poors are at it again.
Dude, it's so funny to me. And I don't.
The way these grocery prices are, everybody's about to be poors.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons like we do this every year. Butcher pigs, a whole pig, throw it in the freezer. I don't have to buy pork unless I only get 2 shoulders, so I only have 2 butts and 2 picnics. So if I want another one, I have to get another one. But
yeah, not a lot of meat. I mean, I know growing up, a lot of people they would families they do a pig every year and a cow every year.
I don't have the freezers to do a cow yet, but yeah, that's definitely in the works for sure. For sure. Because, and then like, once we started doing this, there's one store where I'll buy pork now because otherwise it's just not the same quality.
Yeah.
And, once you do, it's like when I ate that Frickson pork chop from Iowa. I was like, oh man, I wish ours are almost that good.
You're spoiled now.
Yeah, I am getting a
Yeah.
little spoiled.
Yeah, they have good meat for sure.
So what do you got coming next? What's the big next cook you think you're gonna do? You don't
I
have
got
to
a
tell secrets out here, but
well, I got a tomahawk. I'm gonna do tomorrow night. I'm gonna try something different on it.
oh shoot! All right, sick. Hell yeah.
So we'll see. That'll probably get posted whether it works or not.
Okay, cool. Right on.
Pellet or charcoal?
Charcoal. I tried
Nice.
most of my steaks I do on charcoal.
Same.
Same.
I did do some pellet steaks back a couple weeks ago, but we were down at her family's, and that's all I had with me was the pellet grill. So
I've actually never done steak on a pellet grill. I've done tri-tips and other beef, but never steaks. I've always thrown them on my Weber.
I had a set of grill grates on it, so I mean they turned out pretty good. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, I mean, pellet grills make good barbecue.
Mhm.
So I just always end up throwing it over the coals for that reverse sear, and I don't have to get multiple pans. You know, I have to go in and do it in the kitchen or whatever. I guess.
yeah.
Or I
No,
guess I could throw the pan in the smoker.
That'll
you
work.
can't beat that charcoal sear.
No, exactly, exactly. Do you, what's your favorite grill to cook on?
Because we know we got you got that new one.
Which one? The Kamado?
Yeah, the Kamado style.
That's probably the most versatile. Like if I had to, I don't know if I'd call it my favorite,
Yeah,
but
sure.
if I could only pick one, I'd have to pick that one.
Right.
See, I want a
You
Kamado.
you could cook, you cook a pork butt on it. You could cook a mean steak on it. You can do about whatever on it.
I want one. I want one bad. But
They're versatile.
I'm on restriction from grills for at least this next year too. So
Just go get it. Just go get it.
well, I built myself an open fire like the Alfregoni style Argentinian grills. So now I
Right.
got once it stops raining over here, I'll get back out and weld some attachments, and so I can have that to goof off with. And I didn't buy it, so
True.
that'll
True.
give me a new toy for this year, and then next year I'll be on the books for a new. Oh man, I gotta try and work it some way.
Absolutely.
That's kind of like I've been told as long as they give it to you or send it to you, you can get as many as you want.
Yeah, that's almost where it's about to get with me. Like, look, you ain't buying no more. They got to give them. Like, oh. That's I got a little bit ways to go for me for that kind of stuff though. So
Oh, you never know.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mhm.
Shout
So-
out to grill companies.
Yeah. So BK, you said you was fixing to try to set up for a Super Bowl idea for a cook.
Yeah, I got a couple different ideas. I may do I want to do you see people do like the table nachos, they like cover the whole table in like butcher paper.
That's right.
I may try to do that and some other stuff.
There you go.
The last 2 years I've done like the whole week. I'll start like the Saturday and Sunday. I'll do like 7 days worth of recipes all the way up. And I've never had much luck doing that. So I may just try to randomly just throw a couple in between now and then.
Oh, okay.
There
Okay.
you go. But speaking
Man.
speaking of, Tony told us the other night that you was going to go out there and have a competition with him.
Oh yeah.
He wants to turn everything into a competition.
Yes, yeah.
Mhm.
Last time I was on there, he was trying to get me to say that I was better than Bentley. You remember
Oh,
that?
yeah,
Nah,
that's right. I forgot that.
He
Yeah.
was trying like hell to get me to say it. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh man, he's always anything to move everybody forward. If I got a great competition, we'll.
that's right. We're gonna
Oh
have
man,
gentlemen's bed all the way around.
right? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know though. I don't know. Um, I mean, Tony's pretty handy. Tony's pretty handy. But I
yeah,
don't
no,
know. I see the stuff that Big K posts.
That's
Like,
what.
you hit me with that Juicy Lucy, something like that. Like, I'm going, this is out of the box, bro. This is delicious. Like, you win.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to put the bid on that one.
So what did he say that? Are we gonna cook the same thing, or is he trying to have a competition who can come up?
Oh no, he left it real wide open. He's just like, Big K's supposed to come up here for the Super Bowl, and then he'll say stuff like, how did he say it?
Hey, he was just basically it was very vague. It was just like, hey, he's coming up for a competition, and we're gonna throw down. Come Super Bowl.
And he may have that may have been the first time he ever thought that thought, and it just came
Yeah,
out. So,
he might have been feeling good.
that
I know.
happens
I
also.
know when he gets feeling good, it's
Pew, 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 pew. That's awesome.
he called
Oh.
me one. He called me one Friday night after y'all did a show.
Mhm.
He was feeling real good. I think we talked for over an hour.
Yeah, see, and that's crazy because it's so late for him over there. Well, I mean, that's same time for you, Damon, huh?
Yeah, we're in the same time frame.
Yeah.
You,
Well, it was 12:40 my time when we got off the phone. So it'd have been
You-
1:40 his time.
yeah, you're only 2 hours from me, right?
Right.
You're on
Yeah.
that side of Tennessee. Yeah, I think my sister. You're in Tennessee, right? Kentucky,
Right.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay, my sister's out there too. Both of them actually.
What part?
Spring something. I think they used to live in Henderson. I don't think
Okay.
they live there anymore though. I don't. Is there a Springfield?
Yeah.
It might be there. I'm not. I can't remember 100%.
Yeah.
I've only talked to him. I haven't sent anything, anything like that. So I've never had to worry about the address.
So what are y'all doing for the Super Bowl?
Probably nothing.
Really?
Mm-mm. I'll probably watch it, but it probably won't be no big cook.
Yeah.
Really? I thought football's huge. You guys are only about college down there.
That's
You
all I really
only care for Gamecock for life.
Gamecocks for life.
Yeah.
You
That's
ain't a Panthers
awesome.
fan?
No, I'll watch NFL, but I mean that's not my go-to.
Yeah.
I'll watch it just because it's football.
Yeah.
I wasn't even into football the last couple years. Like I just kind of tired of it, like the business kind of side of stuff, and all the politics that happen with freaking Kaepernick and all that BS.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But Tony sucked me into the stupid Dude Network Fantasy Football League, got me all hooked up again. So now I'm like watching every game. I didn't start watching this weekend because I was butchering pigs, and I heard the Chargers started out strong and did what the Chargers do.
Tank.
Yeah, they said I didn't watch all that game. They said like you would have thought, you know, like even the start of the fourth quarter, you would have thought they were going to win. A lot of people turned it off.
It was that bad at the start of the fourth. Oh my, dude, whatever. Oh my god.
Yeah, I seen something earlier that said that somebody put a huge bet, like huge bet on the Chargers.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Like it was
Yeah,
over $1 million.
yeah, over $1 million, and it tanked.
Oh my god. Oh, that's a hard one to go to bed with right there.
Yeah, I don't care how much money you got. That's still hard to swallow.
Yeah. Oh. What's up, Timmy?
Timmy,
Just a dude, Timmy. Shout out who will be on the show next week.
Daddy will.
So, Big K, what's give us your biggest flop, like something like a crazy concoction you were trying to do that just failed epically. It doesn't have to be like the worst, but just something that one of your ones that just like digs at you or something.
Never made it to social media.
Yeah.
Made social media. I've got a lot I've had to cook. Well, I've even learned, like, if it's something say I've done it, I got a pretty good idea how it works. I may cook it once before I've learned not to be scared to do like a test cook or even go back. I've cooked something and say it's close, but I'm not posting that. And go back a couple days later and recook it.
Dang, dude, that's awesome. I post whatever I cook. It doesn't mean I ate it afterwards because sometimes my stuff looks like it came out right, but it did not. But I'll say it sometimes. I'll be like, I didn't eat this. I didn't like it. But like my fried rice, dude, I still haven't made that video because I was so mad. Everybody else loved it, but the consistency of the rice, I just couldn't do it. I'm a weird texture freak.
What was it, too soft?
Yeah, just like when it's like mushy like that.
Yeah.
I can't do like plain sticky rice either for whatever reason. My mouth will not let me do it. But my wife and I got a bunch to my dad. That I mean, it was destroyed in like 2 or 3 meals, like gone. And I was like, wow, I guess it was all right. But because I didn't like it, I was like, I'm not posting it. Stupid.
And I've had my first video that ever, the first, I wouldn't call it viral now, but when it hit, it had like 2,000 likes, and I thought it was viral then. But the first video that ever hit like that, it sat in my phone for like 3 months, and I almost never posted it.
Oh man, what am I doing? Every time I talk about what I do in social media and I listen to everybody else, I'm like, that's why everybody's, it's just funny. It's just funny.
And what's crazy is it kind of snowballed. I'll tell you what, it was bacon wrapped onion rings. Like I just took a double slice of raw onion, wrapped it in bacon, and then didn't really smoke it. I just, indirect on a Weber till it cooked, and I posted it, and it bet my best video ever. And then what's funny is this snowballed. Somebody said you should fry them, so I did the same thing and just fried them in oil, and it got like 10,000 likes. And this was all within like 2 weeks. So I was like, yeah. And then on that video, somebody said you should put them on a burger. So I did better. Yeah, I put it inside a burger. I almost made it like a Juicy Lucy.
Oh, no way.
It was a huge, it had to be like over a pound. It was like a patty on bottom, the onion ring in the middle, and I put brisket inside the onion ring.
Oh, what?
What's crazy, like, I almost want to redo it, because, like, in a whole, it's like a horrible video. Like, I never even used the tripod back then, no lighting, like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember those. Yeah, I remember those days for me, I mean.
And I was thinking that yesterday. I was like, I ought to, like, because I got a piece of brisket that a company sent me that I need to cook tomorrow or Tuesday anyway. So I'm like, I ought to redo that video.
Yeah, dude, I'd love to see that. I'll try and go back and find the first one, but
It's like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a long mission on your page.
I think it's real close to 2 years from right now.
Oh wow, well that
was
might
like
be
when-
easier to find it.
So
Hey, there he is. So good. Bentley himself.
old Bentley.
Yeah. Tony's not here to try and pick a fight between you guys, though, so I'm not sure where Damon went. I figured he'd be coming back, but oh, there he is. Must be. Is it storming out there in South Kakalaki?
No, I'm not sure what's going on because I mean I got full internet.
Yeah,
but
you're crystal clear.
But my internet is fine, but the feed, the stream itself was kept clocking. So, but hopefully I'm back. We'll see. Oh, there it goes.
That's so weird. I don't know. I'm a techie guy, but not that techie, so I have no idea. So I got another video I want to pop up right here. These are I don't remember exactly what you called them. I just called them the Italian burgers on here.
Oh, those were actually pretty good.
Yeah. So I've only ever seen these once at this hole in the wall burger place that also makes pizza at a gas station. And it was at bravo to whoever they got working that kitchen, because they're like decent burgers. And I was like, I don't even remember what they called it, but it had like marinara, mozzarella, and it was good.
Hey, some of the best food I've ever had has been in a gas station.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Is this regular like burger? Is that Italian sausage or?
It is just regular ground beef in that one, but
okay.
That would be good to do like a blend, like half sausage, half.
Well, that's how I'm gonna do mine. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "Dang it, dude! I gotta try these different things." One of my problems is I really get in the habit of just doing the same stuff that I like a lot.
And that's like kind of how I try to play off stuff I've seen in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had a place back home. As crazy as it sounds, the dude's last name was Gross. It's called Gross Burgers.
Brilliant.
He was in the military, but some of the best burgers you'll ever eat.
That's what I'm saying. With a name like Gross, they had to be killer.
It was a little different, but he did a pizza burger. Okay. And I was like, so I kind of did my play on it.
Okay. Because I make killer meatballs, and it's a blend. I do a blend of ground beef and sausage. And as soon I was like, dude, I bet that'd be so good if I just smash that down into a burger or whatever like that. Or now that I'm thinking about it, even sliders would be money like that.
Yeah.
Like meatball sandwich sliders.
Yeah, I've seen people do the.
Now that I think about it, I think I did just see someone do that recently too, actually.
Yeah, they'll like cut the hole in the top of the wine bun and drop the meatball like in top of the.
I haven't seen that one. That's a good idea.
And they'll drop the meatball in, they'll put some marinara and cheese in there.
Like a little pocket bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. What's up, Massel? Oh, so check this out, gentlemen. Today by accident, and this is the only place in social media where I've ever seen it. I've never seen it in the stores. I don't even know if I talked to a couple of butchers about it, but anyway, we were cutting up the shoulders today, right? And I found what has to be the pork brisket. And there's the guy next to me there's like four of us who stand at the table the whole weekend helping everybody butcher all their stuff because we know where everything's at. And I mean, I never looked for anything. I tried to find the tri-tip, where that muscle would be on a pig. I couldn't do that. But we were cutting up this. I got the butt off the top, and then he goes, I think that's the pork brisket. Wouldn't that be where the brisket is? So we start talking about it, and I'm like, let's just take it off and see what it looks like. Can you just follow muscle seams? And
Yeah.
laid it flat, dude. It's got like this little mohawk on it and everything.
Yeah.
And so it's gotta be what it is.
How big was it?
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Me and Bentley,
these were big hogs this year.
me and Bentley cooked some. We both cooked one. We cooked it at the same time. I did like a dual video. Like we both
Okay.
cooked them on our drums.
Hell yeah.
About a year and a half, but it's pretty good.
Do you cook it? Did you cook it like up to brisket style? Or,
We did. We sliced it like brisket and everything.
Okay, and like up to 200 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Hey, he just said that Kay and I cooked one. Who won? No, I'm just kidding.
You sound like Tony.
I know I wouldn't do that to you. Okay, cool, man. So I'm really excited about that. Then what? Have you ever? What other kind of crazy cuts have you gotten since you've been doing this? That's kind of because like a pork brisket, no one really until I never even heard about him until I started seeing him being cooked, by guys like us. And then I found a pork tri-tip at a butcher that up north of this town, north of me, that you can get kind of different pork stuff from him once in a while.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never even heard of a
Yeah.
pork tri-tip. I mean, I'm sure it is, but
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
generally the same muscle structures,
yeah.
but yeah, same. I'd never seen one. Have you gotten anything different, anything weird that no one knows about?
Nothing real weird. I've cooked some stuff like some Wagyu stuff that
Yeah,
generally
I need to get some wagyu.
thing I like about Wagyu is the stuff in Wagyu that's almost better is the lesser cuts, like not your ribeyes and your.
Okay.
Like I even cooked it was a American Wagyu chuck roast, but I cooked it just like a steak. Like I pulled it at 125 and sliced it up, and you would have thought it was ribeye.
Oh man, that's a good idea. Dang it. Okay. And that's a way to get into Wagyu a little cheaper too, because most people are wanting that A5 strip or ribeye or whatever.
But yeah, the lesser cuts definitely like Wagyu hanger steaks, even chuck eye
gotta
steaks.
be money.
So
How often do you cook Wagyu?
not that often.
Yeah, okay.
If I do, have you ever heard like I don't know how much y'all listen to like Malcolm's podcast and stuff.
Not a ton, but I follow him.
The butcher shop in Pensacola.
Oh yeah, uh-huh.
Well, where my wife, she's from like an hour from there. So whenever we go back there, I'll take a cooler and I'll go down there and load up.
Oh yeah, get a few. Yeah, heck yeah, there you go.
Actually, we were down there for Christmas, and I got a set of beef ribs, and I need to cook in there in the freezer right now.
Okay. Ooh man, I need to do some beef ribs soon. I haven't done them in a while. That's probably one of my favorites is beef ribs.
Beef ribs are pretty good.
I love me a good beef rib.
It's like brisket stick.
Yeah, and I don't know if they do this like anywhere else. All the other states are a little bit more barbecue better than, especially here, but they'll take the plates and cut them like into thirds, so we get these little chuck ribs that are like this big. And but which are
singles?
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Sometimes though I like those because it's just a perfect like couple little bites, and oh man, I don't know. I just love beef ribs.
Well, a good thing about like I bought a whole plate, and they had some that were cut into single bones, and I was like, well, I almost should have got them because you can get bark all the way around.
That's what I like about them.
So,
Have you? So you have never done those little Chuckies like that, or those little? You haven't gotten them?
I've seen them. I've seen people cooking. I've
Oh,
never
okay.
personally,
Oh, okay.
but
What about
we'll
beef
be
cheeks?
opposed to it.
What about beef cheeks? Bentley says that's the hard one to find for him in Alabama.
Yeah, we don't. Like the only place I've ever seen beef cheeks around here is at Sam's Club.
I don't know if I've ever seen them in any of like the stores around here. I'd probably have to go to one of the meat shops or something and ask for them. I think I never even thought about that. Are tri-tips hard to get where you're at?
Easier than what they used to be, but probably
Oh,
not
okay.
as easy as you guys.
Oh
You guys.
yeah. No, like yeah, it's a staple. There's like three different sizes, like trimmed, kind of trimmed, not trimmed, huge, small. You can get all kinds of tri-tips out here. But it's just one thing that's fascinating to me because America, when they started bringing stuff over from Europe, like pigs and cattle and all that. Well, I don't. I think there. I don't know. There might be natural cattle here. I don't know what all animals have been brought over, but it all started on the East Coast, and then they slowly moved this way. And I'm just wondering how like that came last all the way out here, and then was so slow to develop back towards all the barbecue places.
Well, I'm just like, what have they been doing up till now? Just grinding them? It's
Yeah, I
like,
guess.
so,
Terrible idea.
yeah, I mean, you see them like if you go like where we live is a pretty small city, like under 20,000.
Oh, okay.
You'd
Well,
be
that's
hard
smaller than
pressed to find
Turlock.
one. Now, if you go closer to like somewhere with 100,000 people, like the big supermarkets and stuff, you can find one.
Oh, okay.
But like you talking about them, usually they're pretty heavily trimmed. Like
Yeah.
you got the fat cap off of them and everything. Like I'd like to find one with the fat cap.
Yeah, see, most of the time in the store, they're pretty cleaned up. Sometimes they're cleaned up to the point where it's like you just hack down to the meat and then you slice straight out. Like it's like they made them a little smaller. But I'm a little bit lucky. My brother-in-law works for the like one of those chain superstores, or I mean grocery stores in the area. And so every once in a while, he's all, "Hey man," like one time he showed up and he goes, "Hey, they had a sale on tri-tips, so I brought you a bag." And it's like the bag that they get wholesale and then they trim all up and put out. So I just got these four or five massive. One of them was like a normal size, and these other ones were monsters, dude. I never seen them that big. And I'm like, they don't come out. They're not sitting on that little foam tray that big. So how much you guys taking off on here? And I'm sure, like you just said, they're probably adding it for extra ground beef all over the place.
Yeah,
Shame on you guys. Shame on
which,
you.
which is crazy because they can get a whole lot more per pound if they. I
Yeah,
mean,
people are going to buy them. People love them. And yeah, what is it? I don't even know what it is over here anymore. They're expensive over here.
I think the last time I seen one here was $10.99 a pound, $9.99 a pound.
I mean, every once in a while you can catch them for a little cheaper, but that's pretty much what it is out here too. I just can't believe meat prices anymore.
Oh, I know.
I just stop it already. when I went to go there, when I went to go buy ribs one time, and I saw how much they wanted for this like crappily trimmed package of ribs, I was like, I couldn't even remember how much it was. And it was for spare. Like, I'm going to take it home and do all the work. Oh boy. Carmack's back. Better start showing some leg. Yeah, seriously. And I know where that road is in the next town over, and I might have to start doing that to start affording some of these good cuts.
The craziest thing on pork ribs is around here at least, you can get spares. You know, St. Louis cut is just a trimmed up spare.
Mm-hmm.
You can get spares cheaper than you can St. Louis cuts.
Yeah, that's a. And everybody tells me that's because they did all the trimming work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still so I'm paying. You say it's this much a pound. Pork's this much a pound. I thought, but I don't even buy trimmed ribs anymore. I don't. I just buy the whole spares and trim them myself because
Yeah.
it's way cheaper. Way cheaper.
Would you rather have spares than baby backs?
My problem is I don't do pork ribs enough
Yeah.
to probably, and I cook way more spares than I do back ribs. Uh, I wouldn't be able to pick which one I like the most. I like how there's more meat on the back on the baby backs or loin back ribs, but the belly ribs taste way better.
Yeah. I'd like to get my hand on. I've seen people, with spares where they leave the pork belly on top of it. It's like bone in pork belly ribs. I'd like to get some of them.
I did that with one of my pigs one year. Like I very thinly took like the one little strip of meat and fat that would be part of the one of the parts of the bacon or belly.
Yeah.
Just took that part off and kept like they were pork ribs that looked like beef ribs.
Oh,
And
big old thick ones.
oh yeah, dude. I mean they were good, but it's a lot of pork, man, and a lot of like really rich. So
Yeah.
if I was gonna do it again, I would do it with just like I mean I sauced them up and big old flavor everywhere. I would just keep it a little bit lighter and probably leave them like drier ribs and not so saucy. Just because they're good. It's good. I mean it's bacon on ribs basically.
Yeah.
It's not cured bacon, but it's belly ribs, so you got a burnt end on top of a rib. A lot of fat. It is a lot of fat. But oh man, fat's flavor. I don't care what anybody says. I love it.
I try telling her all the time fat's flavor, but
Yeah. Right. Hey, okay. I'm gonna put it out there. Our good buddy came out to do a pig this year, right? Him and his dad, and he was out yesterday with his son, his youngest son, Remington, and we're out there, and he's just running around wanting to. He's like, "Can I kill one of the pigs? Can I shoot one of the pigs? Can I shoot one of the pigs?" Like, hey, easy there, guy, And our buddy does. He does. Our buddy whose property it's at, he shoots them. His dad was a butcher his whole life. We use his equipment. You know what I mean? Like, and he walks over and he goes, "Hey, is it weird to say my son's in hog heaven right now?" I laughed about that for a good few minutes, dude. As there's this pig getting craned over to where we're gonna finish getting all the skin off and stuff. Oh man, I love
Y'all
it.
do anything with the skin? Like, do you make your own chicharrones or whatever?
I don't. I'm not a pork rind chicharrones guy. I've had one of my son-in-law, I guess. Yeah, son-in-law. He made some one time that were really good, like Hispanic Mexican style.
Yeah.
But I don't eat like just the puffed up skin. Every time someone opens a bag next to me, it smells like they farted. So I call them fart. I call them fart chips, and I don't eat them. But uh, every I do. It's with a bunch of Portuguese friends and family. So they use like almost everything, man. Almost
Yeah,
everything. They do all kinds of chicharrones and wraps with them and stuff. So
from the rooter to the tutor.
yes, sir. Hey, have you ever had blood sausage?
I've heard of. I've never had it.
So I tried it. I've been doing this. This is my 9th or 10th year doing it with them, right? And the first time I was like, dude, I'm not trying that. I'm not putting that in my mouth. But all right, I'm here for the experience. Let me try it. And I vowed never again, never again. Well, he walked up with a piece today and stuck it in my mouth, and it was good. It was actually good. Like, so they changed the recipe up this year. It was, I would have definitely eaten it again. And I think it would be insanely good, like on some like really, really nice toasted bread, like you'd almost use for prosciutto or prosciutto, like just
Yeah.
thin sliced baguette or something. Ooh, yeah,
What exactly is blood sausage?
it is blood. So
All it is?
no. So they when we bleed the pigs, you got to drain all the blood out. This happens with every animal anybody eats in the
Right.
store. They catch it in a bowl with some salt in there and just mix it as it's coming out. It's crazy, and it's all the older ladies that do this. And then they put in this big tub and they add, it's like cooked rice, onions. It's like
So it's
literally,
almost like a boudin or something, kind of. They add the rice and stuff.
yeah, and then like a little wine or something. It's not, there's not that many ingredients, but it's just, and then they stuff it into casings, and it's like they hang them, so it's like it's boiled, but it's not like rolling in the boil. It's like steam boiled.
Right.
But it was pretty good this year. I would eat it again if it tastes like that.
I'd have to be feeling good to try that.
That's what I'm saying. They got that Portuguese liqueur in my coffee this morning, and I was okay to try it. Oh man. I don't know what happened to Damon. He's having all kinds of issues.
Oh, we'll hold it down until he gets back.
Right? Let's see. They're jumping off in the comments. I can't even keep up. Let's do a comment recap. I saw a great one from Bentley back here. Or, I mean, T. Carmack. Fat is sexy. There it is. Robert says, wish my kids would have spent time with me in the kitchen, T. Carmack. Wait, they got deep over here talking about raising kids and philosophy and stuff. Man, you guys are going crazy. I can't keep up with that.
There he is.
Damon.
I have no clue what the heck is going on around here.
Hey, it happened to me on Thursday with the Rev, dude. I just had
I remember
no
that.
internet. It was insane. And I'm tied in. I'm not on Wi-Fi. I ran 150 cat sticks.
I'm literally like 10 foot from my router.
I'll never understand it either.
Here we go.
When the house I used to live in, and when I used to live in the town north of me, the router modem and everything was in my bedroom behind my TV, like laying in my bed 8 feet from where I'm holding my laptop, like, because I was going to school online at the time, and it all of a sudden would drop off the internet. How? I see all the full flashing lights on that stupid box over there.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure.
Understand it.
I'm not sure if it's StreamYard or what, because like I said, I'm full strength on the internet.
Yeah, I think it's got to be. I think it's got to be. I think that's what was happening for me. Something to do with the stream, because, I mean, like I said, I'm plugged in. There's no Wi-Fi issues unless my service was just, I don't know. Who knows? I give up trying to figure out. And I ain't calling tech support because they're no help.
Oh. You end up on that Joker for an hour talking to somebody, and they try to send somebody out.
Yeah, no.
No, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, no bueno.
So, what's your favorite cream cheese recipe that you've seen or you've done so far?
That I'm sure y'all follow that named Cooker of Deliciousness
No, I
on
don't know if I know
TikTok.
that one.
He's from up in Kentucky. He's got
Okay.
like almost 1 million.
Oh,
He did a Snickers one the other day. He had like the Snickers dust, like in a shaker. He did that. It looked pretty good. I did
damn, that Snickers one.
I did a salted caramel one. I think it was close to Thanksgiving. It was pretty good.
Yeah, see, that's where I think I gotta go with it. Is like the desserty, more dessert kind treat than just dipping. Like, I don't think I'm a Ritz and cream cheese guy. I don't think so.
I did one with now. This was like a week after that one started hitting on, way back in the day.
Uh huh.
I did like a Mexican version with like Malcolm's Mexican seasoning and then like pico on top.
Okay.
And that was actually really good. I was hoping it'd take off, but I posted it like twice and it never would get any traction.
Are you serious? That's crazy.
I think I actually did pico and guacamole on top of it. And
That's a trifecta. I'll never understand why people like what they like and then don't like something else. I'll never understand that.
I think TikTok can tell. Like once you've posted a video and you try to repost it, I think they literally
You
try
know
to
what?
make it where it won't take off.
That very well could be. Like, look, we already told you no once. Hey, David, good friend of the Dude Network. Willow Seasonings right there. Today's the last day. Hey, today's the last day. Go to willowseasonings.com. 23% off if you use Johnsy 2022 or TDN23. Last day right now. Let's go.
Y'all don't
David,
make fun switching to these.
Malibu. Oh, Big K's partying now. It's the after party.
I'm out of Miller Lite.
So David says, sorry he's late, but he was cooking his broth. He's on a liquid diet right now. He's running strong, dude. Hey, he's a real hero. He's on a liquid diet, but he made steaks the other night for his family and just poured some of the juice into his broth. What a savage.
I do that.
There's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, like if I'm suffering, y'all are suffering.
Straight up. If I gotta drink chicken stock for a week, oh yeah, someone's doing it with me. What? Oh, here we go. Here we go. They made it. They made it. T. Carmack made it, Damon. What is a cooking, grilling, smoking recipe or technique you're trying to conquer lately? Let's start with you, Big K. I'll leave it up here so we can read it. How about that?
A technique or style I'm trying to conquer.
Or a recipe, yeah. Cooking, grilling, smoking recipe or technique we're trying to conquer lately. Okay.
I don't know. I'm always trying to get better in everything I do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and now that it's crazy, now that it's cooler, I like to focus on low and slow stuff. Like, I got them beef ribs. I got like 3 or 4 low and slow cuts in the freezer I need to do. I got beef ribs. I got instead of a pork butt, I actually got a picnic shoulder that still got the skin on it.
Oh, okay.
That. And then I got a bone-in pork loin. I need all big, lower, and slower stuff.
Nice. What about you, Damon?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I can see the signals going. Me personally, I mean, I'd like to try to get brisket down pat. I've only done 4,
Mm.
but it's getting better as it goes. But I'm just not where I want it to be.
Yeah, I feel you on that one, bro. I was gonna keep that one because that's like my ultimate one too. Because they're good, but I have to chop it up for like chopped brisket sandwiches because my slices. Everybody else that I've served them to would be fine with it. I'm not, and I don't have that bend shot yet, which I just want
Mhm.
that. It's not about like I want the likes for it. I want that perfect brisket cut.
That's
But
right.
for me, I was gonna say two things. One that haunts me is poor man burnt ends. Because the first time I tried them, dude, I might as well cut the toes off all my shoes, put some sauce on them, and try to chew through those.
That's rough.
Now,
That's rough.
since then, I've done a couple better versions, but I know that can be money, so I have to get better. And then fish. I want to
Really?
Yeah.
get. Yeah, I don't
I'm
do
not a
much
big
fish,
I'm not a
but
big fish eater, so
oh, okay. Oh,
I'm
see,
I need to be. I'll eat I'll eat shellfish like crab,
oh yeah. Hmm.
lobster,
Yes,
shrimp.
yes.
I'll eat that all day, but as far as fish, I mean, I'll eat it, but yeah, that is something I need to try to get because I know
Yeah.
there's people out there wanting recipes.
Oh yeah. So see, yeah, you also have like people bugging you for stuff, and like I know for me, like I'm not a huge salmon guy. I like whitefish, like
Yeah,
tilapias and stuff like that, but I know that if I did it right, it'd probably be delicious. So I just need to get better at some of that stuff, and do it.
Mhm.
Like I
Yeah.
was saying earlier, get out of the habit of always doing steaks. Try to pork butt, pork this, that.
yeah. Do they eat a lot of catfish out your way?
They do my
Um,
way. Yeah.
I figured, yeah. And your catfish is huge here, like in Tennessee, especially on Fridays. Everywhere you go, they got fried catfish.
That's right.
oh man, that's so. Actually, the town that I used to live in, just north of me, there was this restaurant like tucked out of the way. Like I even forget that it's still there. I was just talking. A buddy reminded me about it at work because he went there, and I haven't been there. And I, fr- in fact, it's no longer what it used to be. It's something different that basically does the exact same thing, and I had no idea it changed. But it was called the Catfish House or the Catfish Hut or something like that, and they did blackened catfish. Uh, and it was one of those restaurants that was like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That was it, and
Oh,
Well,
it was really good, really good. But I mean, no,
you,
not really. Menus out here, it's like salmon or fish and chips. Beer battered
well,
fish and chips. I'm like
since you since you said salmon,
feisty lime on my salmon, and but to be to in my defense, Dave, on that one, um, I feel like I would be wasting my feisty lime by putting it on a fish that I'm not a fan
not
of when I could
uh,
just get a fish that I really like and put feisty lime on it. Like I do my
so-
shrimp because it's delicious. Oh, dude.
absolutely.
Some of that feisty lime with some butter and shrimp. I'm telling you.
So we was all talking about briskets a while ago.
Hmm.
Carmack's got an idea here. This is
Oh,
wrong one.
for brisket, I trim, then I brine for days, then I dry it out in the fridge, let it go to room temp, season, then low and slow. Wow, I have never heard of all that.
That's a process. That is
Yeah.
a process.
How
But
do
hey,
you
if it works, it works though.
absolutely what's the brine? Like you wet brine like you'd brine a turkey? Is that what you're saying? Because now I I think I've only done 4 or 5 briskets myself, and I know 2 of them. I did salt brine, dry brine with salt for 2 days in the fridge, and those two. No, my first one was good, decent. My second one was more of a disappointment because my first one I was so excited that it was edible and juicy that I was happy. The second one was like the one I was really devastated about. And then maybe I've only done 3. One of the next ones, I told my wife, I go, hey, because I put in a pellet grill and I went to work. I did the night before and I went to work the next day. I say, honey, you're going to have to help me wrap it and put some tallow on it for me and blah, blah, blah. So when I go, honey, make sure you put I said, make sure you put some of that tallow on there, 3 to 4 tablespoons, honey. Thanks. And you can see where this went, right? So she put 3 or 4 tablespoons of honey on the brisket in the wrap. When
If it was a pork brisket, you'd have been all right.
it would have been money. So hey, but check this out. So when I first that like all the wind out of my sails, dude, like someone shot my balloon. You know what I mean? And the taste that day, like when I sliced it that day and tried it, I was like, nope, that sweet bull crap. That's probably what they like in KCBS. No.
Yeah.
But I will say, after that sweetness like went away some, and it was one of my better tasting briskets, surprisingly. Not that I'm gonna put honey on it anymore. I won't risk that again. I'm gonna say that was a one and done. Okay, here it is.
Carmack says it's the aromatics, just like you would do. Yep.
Okay, get all the aromatics, put in a pot bowl. Okay, yeah, cool it down, ice. Really?
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of that for a brisket. Man, why
Hey,
is my light so bad?
But remember what we said. Everybody's got their own technique. Everybody's got their own technique, and if it's your technique and it works, stick with it.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right, absolutely. Because I talked with somebody about my briskets, and they said my biggest thing is injection. I've never injected one, but they said I needed to inject it next time.
Yeah, I've been told that too, but I know tons of people who refuse to inject it and cook great briskets.
Right, and I've seen it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
BK, you inject yours?
Especially like Jonesy was talking about, I noticed on like a choice brisket, if you do that salt brine, that really works on a choice brisket. That'll get you some moisture.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I see. That's the thing is, I did it on a prime brisket one time. Probably won't ever do that again.
Yeah. But now back, him talking about brining the brisket. We can back up to that question I was asked about a different technique.
Yeah,
I thought about doing like a corned beef brisket or like a.
Okay, yeah.
Or like pastrami brisket. I've thought about that a lot here lately, especially because St. Patty's Day will be here before you know it.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
And
man, I've really wanted to do those pastrami beef ribs.
Yeah, that would probably, as far as techniques or something, that's probably something I'd like to do more of that I haven't done.
Yeah.
That or making sausage. I've never made. Well, I don't have the equipment, but get into like stuffing my own sausage and stuff because that's art right there.
Exactly. So I just got done making a ton of sausage, but like we grind it in I don't stuff it. We try to stuff it. So My buddy's got like a big commercial grinder, like tabletop Hobart commercial grinder. When that
Right.
meat starts coming out of that auger, it's coming out. And so we
Yeah.
just blew all our case. We couldn't get the system down, right? Well, this year he has a grinder that's like 3 times bigger than that. That's on wheels. This massive thing. So I'm not even going to attempt. I will not attempt. But we have a KitchenAid, so I bought that little meat grinding attachment
Yeah.
so I could do like little stuff and get into it. And it comes with a sausage thing because that's my deal. I want to make like Bill Dumas is the sausage sensei.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
had him on there. On your
Yeah,
show.
dude. Just looking at that guy's sauce, I'm like, that's what I want. I want my sausage to be that good. So okay, that's mine. I want my sausage technique to go way up. There it is.
There you go.
Because there's a lot involved in. I think that's one of them things you definitely got to mess it up a few times.
Oh yes, dude. We make we grind all this stuff for sausage, right? And we make a breakfast sausage that we got down that we really love, and then we make Italian sausage that to our liking, and then we leave a bunch plain so we can pork tacos or however, if we want to do something different later on. We didn't commit to all, just
Right.
whatever. One year we made that breakfast sausage. It was like our second year? It wasn't even the first try. That's what's so bad about it. It was like the second or third year. It was so bad. I opened, because we put in like 1 poundish little vacuum seal things. I opened it, made a bunch of it. I tried one bite, didn't eat any of the rest of it, and I didn't eat any more of that years at all. I refused to even eat any of it. It was so bad to me. My dad, he ate it. He'll eat anything because we always split the pig half and half. But it was just like, I don't know. So yeah. And now I just we learn, like, add a little bit at a time, smell it, try a little taster.
Yeah, I've even heard people, if you're making sausage, just make your little patty and fry it off, and that way you know what it's going to taste like.
There you
Yeah,
go. That's a good idea.
We had a buddy, and he goes, we were trying to help him. He goes, it's only his second year, and he has no idea about the anatomy of an animal, really. And we're like, so what do you want? You want chops? Do you want your loin? Because pork chops come from the loin. You just leave the bone on to make it a chop. Or
Right.
you take out, all this stuff. And he's like, whatever. Yeah, that sounds great. He's like, all I know is I need 75 pounds of sausage. And I'm like, you don't know anything, but that's an oddly specific
That's a
amount that
lot
you
of
need.
sausage.
And he goes, actually 73 point something. And I'm like,
Oh, jeez.
like, would you talk to Bill before you came here? And it's because his wife had bought him these 2 pre-made mixes for like country breakfast sausage, and that's what it told him he needed.
Dang.
And so we're like, he's like, yeah, I'll take that, we filled up this massive bucket, and it came out all right. It came out right for a prepackaged, little box seasoning. It came out pretty good. He fried up a patty. But yeah, it's just, it's an art form, man. It is an art form.
It's crazy. Especially like if you're making links, like they make all that high temp cheese and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I didn't even know they made stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I'd have been over putting regular cheese in and it all falling apart.
Get the cheap cheese.
Holy cow. Okay. We got to do another comment recap.
Comment on recap.
I'm probably not even going to go back far enough, but have you ever smoked beef tongue or hearts?
Never.
No, I know the tongues. There's kind of an art to it too, from what I hear. Is there's like a minute you got to get off. A lot of people boil it and then pull it.
Boil it first.
Mm-hmm. So because there's a huge Spanish population here. We got taco trucks, taquerias, all kinds of stuff everywhere, right? And like how people have like a Chinatown, this is Little Italy. Like we have a street we call Little Mexico because it's all set up the same and it's got some of the best foods out there. And there was one place that had really good or tongue tacos,
Yeah.
and for me it has to be cooked exactly perfectly. If it is not, it is chewy and it's like what you would imagine chewing on a tongue is like, and so it's very unpalatable.
I wouldn't say I would never try it, but it's not going to be something I would just go out looking for.
Yeah, I won't cook it because I'm not confident enough in
Well,
that.
that's what I was gonna. It sounds like something you gotta. It could definitely be good, but it could definitely be bad too.
Bad, yeah. And I've never we got this is a crime right here, and I apologize, but where we butcher these pigs, they had a steer. It was someone's steer, but they didn't want the heart. My dad's like, "Well, I'll take the liver and heart, right?" And so I was like, "Dude," he's like, "We got to figure out how to cook this thing," and I'm like, "I don't know how to cook a beef heart." So I'm like looking up all these recipes, and maybe Carmack could talk about it, but a bunch of them said to brine it and all this stuff. And by the time I got ready to do it, it had gone bad in his fridge. So my apologies to that cow, but all the rest of it got used. Um, yeah, so I know nothing about beef hearts at all.
Yeah, I don't either. I've seen people do like even down to venison hearts,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a big thing. Is people.
I got a
but like I
killer,
said, there again, I haven't never tried any of that either.
dude. If you, uh, Tim from used to be Wiser with Wayne, but it's when Food Meets Fire up in Washington.
Yep.
He did this stuffed elk heart, dude, and I went back to that picture and looked at it a bunch of times, like for a whole week. It was incredible looking.
Nice.
Oh, there was another one I wanted to see right here. Where was it? Oh, right here. Am I the only one to freeze my herbs in oil, my leftover mother sauces in ice trays, my homemade sauces, etc.? So I've made soups and then vacuum sealed them and saved them for later, and we definitely have made like spaghetti sauce and then put them in jars to save for later, or whatever. But
Yep.
not
Yep.
on that level.
No, not on that level. I'm
I
I'm
made
about the same way. I'll Tupperware it up and put it in the freezer for like a couple of weeks later.
hmm like
But
I made a
nothing.
compound butter, but that's
Yeah,
about it.
and if I got a little bit of left of the compound butter, I'll save it too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, get some of that Willow's Memphis. Make a compound butter about with
Mm,
that. Slip it under the skin of your chicken. Woo-hoo! That's
Jeez,
money. Smoked
sounds good.
venison. Smoked venison backstrap is underrated if you haven't tried it. 100%.
100, 100.
Yeah.
Venison in general is underrated. I mean,
Yeah.
people got that perception if it's. I mean, it's another thing. It's like we talked about, beef tongue and stuff. If you cook it right, it's delicious. If it's,
Yep.
I mean, there's people out there that can mess it up, and I mean,
Yeah.
The
I
the wi-
the messed up
oh,
version, they're like, oh, it's no good. But
hmm
yeah,
Yeah, just a blanket nope, that's not good.
we've even took because we used to break our own deer down
Yeah.
and process them ourselves,
hmm
and we actually took a deer roast and put it in the crock pot and used Coca-Cola as the liquid,
Oh,
regular
okay.
regular Coca-Cola. And it sounds crazy, but it worked
It
because it
had to
was
be
it,
good.
it it gave it that sweetness that you was looking for, and it took all the game out.
I'm sorry. That's the greatest comment ever.
Ever.
I love this show. It is the perfect evolution of beard growth.
Oh god,
Oh, dude,
that's so
that
crazy.
is awesome. Oh, that is awesome. Yes, Robert.
Yeah,
Big K does know his stuff.
he
Yeah,
does. He does.
yeah. But hey, the importance of this show is to show that he's just a regular dude. Do you have?
Yeah.
Let's get at him. Do you have any? Did you work in kitchens? Were you a chef? Did you go to school for this?
No.
Yeah.
So you were self taught like all the rest of us.
Yeah, I mean, I've always grilled, and
hmm
and then I mean, I went through a divorce, and I kind of needed something to, something to pass the time, like a hobby.
Yeah.
It was kind of cooking in general, but the grilling part's really just what took off, and it's just, I mean, it's cooking in general, but like I started following Malcolm Reed, and that's just kind of what, like, I felt like he was a dude I could relate with. I'm like, I could sit down and drink a beer with this dude.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask. I know you. Are you still on his team?
Yeah.
Have y'all actually sat down and chopped it up, or drink beers or anything?
We actually, into September, early October, it's still warm outside. He he lives in Hernando, Mississippi.
Right.
They have a local barbecue contest. It's just a 1-day contest every year, and they, of course, he lives there, so they asked him to put it on. So we rode them. It was it's still about 4.5 hours from here. Me and my wife, we rode down there that Saturday, and we actually judged and, got to hang out with all them.
Oh, that's
awesome.
sick.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
That was a pretty good time. We had some good food, and
yeah, he seems like a good guy. You just hang out, like you say, you just hang out
Yeah.
with all day.
Yeah. Like when gets down when he's in his backyard cooking, he's like, let's get down to the business, taking a bite or whatever. Like, you just feel like you're right there with him. You know what I mean?
Because he's just like us. He's like, oh, this is gonna hurt, but I got to go ahead and taste it.
Yeah, exactly.
like the best thing I've ever heard him say is like you asking me the question about being trained or whatever, and he's like, I think kind of answering the same thing. He's like, I'm just a backyard. He said, I cook for the people. And that's like, I mean, if you think it's good and everybody around you think it's good, who cares how you learned or or what other people think about it? It's people know what good eating is.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like I was trying to tell my buddy Robert and stuff. Like, that's like the point of this show is like people see all these, like, to someone who can't cook and they run across your page, you seem like that's a huge deal to them. Like, even my little page, like he looks at my stuff, he's like, dude, you're insane. I'm like, bro, I made that up as I was cooking it.
Yeah.
Like, I put garlic and oil in the pan and was like, oh, I want this. And it ended up not even being anything I wanted. Like, we're just regular guys. That's like kind of the point of this show, is just to sit back and like, yeah, we love cooking, but we just figured this out as we went along.
Yeah.
I mean, you making that comment like it's not like as you go, and like it didn't turn out kind of like a backstory. Like, I did a beef stew. I actually gonna post it this week. Like, it was really good beef stew, but it was more like I did like a red wine sauce and all that. And it was really good, but I'm like, I want to go back. I want to actually redo it. Use the same sauce. I used the chuck roast.
Mm-hmm.
Do just the same, but do like just chuck roast, pretty much burnt ends, and then bring them down in this sauce, and then just serve them over mashed potatoes rather than being just like a. It's almost
Hallelujah.
like a beef burger. Like, it was really good beef stew, but I'm like,
this could be better.
Yes.
I'm like, I could turn this sauce, into doing like it almost be good with like short ribs, or like you were talking about earlier, like them.
Yeah.
Like with mushrooms and over mashed potatoes, and then.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
You need to make this again. We're coming to your house.
Right? Yeah. But that's like this. Like Robert, see how this works? Like we just come up with it as we go. And I just had to point out this real quick. Good morning from Norway. That's awesome. We're
Good morning, sir.
international on another foodie show. Let's go.
We're
And that's
here.
another
We're here
thing,
next week again, Polar Nights.
Mm-hmm.
another thing people need to realize. I mean, things don't always go as you plan. I mean, like everything else, you gotta learn to shoot from the hip sometimes.
Absolutely.
I've done it plenty of times.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
I've started out like thinking I already, or knowing I had everything that I needed to do for a cook, and halfway through realized I don't have the ingredients to do what I thought I was gonna do.
yeah.
Okay, so what do we do with this? And
Plan B. Plan B.
I mean, I've been told like this isn't my favorite, blah blah blah. I would have rather had what you were gonna make or whatever. But I've never been told like, hey, don't make this again.
True.
What?
I was gonna say, hold on. We've
Yeah.
cooked a lot of stuff over here, but this takes the cake.
Man, I was asking about different meats. I asked Big K, what's the crazy? This takes it right here.
Whale steaks.
Whale steaks.
Well,
A piece of heaven, he says.
Yeah. Hey.
Unbelievable.
what does a whale steak taste like?
My favorite thing from the sea is halibut that I've tasted.
Yeah, a lot of
So,
people.
I have no
It's a
reference
good-
for what a whale would
A
be
whale
like.
Yeah, I've never eaten whale, so this is gonna be great.
But Norway's up there, man. Like whale's a huge part of their culture, and for lots of times, you can't compare it to anything. Okay.
Is
I
it
doubt we
white?
can
Is it real white, or is it red, or like what kind of color does it have to it?
Yeah, I'm super interested.
Yeah. I mean, I'm interested in this whale steak now.
And you know what's stupid? I doubt we can even get any in the United States.
No, heck
Yeah.
no.
No.
You know how many people will be after you?
Yeah.
You free will.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude! Right? What Pete at the door? Like that's it. You're going to jail.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Whale steaks, man. Oh, here's another one. Another good question. How do you feel about smoked bone marrow, aka bone butter?
Oh,
Never done it.
delicious.
So I haven't done it either, but I got some bone marrow bones in my box from Frickson Family Farms. Check them out, folks. FricksonFamilyFarms.com.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to try it.
Hey,
Well, how did you do it, Big K?
They go like almost something like I was talking about earlier, something real rich, like a beef broth, or even like something with wine or something. It goes. I mean, it's really, really rich.
Oh, yeah, it has to be.
there's no doubt.
If you're making like a beef stock or something, add some in.
Okay.
You won't regret it.
You won't regret it. But I've seen like people just smoke them and like scoop it off onto bread and stuff too.
Or a
It's not like
cracker or
that.
something, yeah.
Or put them like if you're making a stock. I've seen people smoke off the bones and then throw them in the stock and reduce it down in the stock.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I've never done it, so
Yeah. I'm not. That's just I haven't done them. I got them in the freezer because I don't know how I want to do them yet. I don't know if I just want to slice them and do something like that, or if I want to. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll smoke one and use the other ones for something or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to brainstorm with the buddies on that one.
there you go.
Man, dude, what a night, dude. Crazy
Absolutely.
comments, dude.
Yeah, that's
So
absolutely.
we're coming up on an hour and a half. Been trying to keep it right around there for Sunday nights, especially for our East Coast buddies. Final thoughts? Any questions?
I got a question.
Yeah.
Big K, you're very, very successful on social media, and you just started out a couple of years back. What's any advice that you can give to anybody looking to take off their platform like you did, or was it just pure luck?
I call it luck. I was actually asked this question on. I hopped on a podcast. Well, wasn't really a podcast. It's like a forum type deal. This past week, they asked me this. I said it's kind of like people show up every day. When you think people aren't watching, like just show up, post as much as you can. When your posts aren't doing, I mean, some of my best posts have been like I'm like at the bottom, like, oh, I'm about to quit. I'm tired of it. And then you have one that just hit, or like when Malcolm hit me up, like I was kind of, like it was just kind of like in a rut, like nothing was hitting, and all of a sudden I woke up one Monday morning to a message, on TikTok from them talking about we want you to be an ambassador, or just keep on doing what you do. So
There it is.
Cool.
Any big? You guys got big plans for next weekend? Anybody?
actually, maybe we're supposed to go down the shed. Has a big SCA contest every year. I think we're going to try to go to that. Maybe rub some elbows.
There you go. Yeah, with the big boys. That's crazy. That seems like a cool gig down there when they got that going on.
And it's only like an hour and a half from where my wife's from, so I think we're just going to kill two birds with one stone and just kind of go down and
visit everybody.
Shoot over there on Saturday and
nice.
There you go.
Well,
good
times, man. We want to say thank you to everybody for sticking around. Carmack, Tennessee to answer that last question. Aaron, the pigs turned out great. Thanks for asking, cuz. Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank Big K. Thank you, sir, for hanging out.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, Big K.
Thank y'all.
Damon,
Johnsy,
Big K, you guys have a good week, everybody. We'll see you next time. Don't forget, Thursday nights with the Rev, Friday night kickoff party. We got Live More TV next weekend. And don't forget, next Sunday. Just a Dude, BBQ Timmy.
That's right.
Till then, everybody have a great weekend. Or rest week.